I'm Alice, and I'm from Loading Bar. I was very interested in co-working. I found a group on a meetup. It was such a great discovery for me. I was struggling working at home. I was really going mad because I was living alone just in a studio flat. I didn't even have like flatmates, housemates. So I started looking for something, for some co-working spaces, and found this group. I thought like, wait, but I have a bar that is closed until 6. Those two things just clicked together, and it looked like a great idea. So I offered this idea to the whole crowd, and everyone was just so happy about that, because it's just the place where no one forces you to buy anything, with good connection, and that's how it all started out.
I make computer games, for better or worse. I loved games from the very second I started playing, and I was obsessed with it all through my life up until now. When it comes to doing game jams, nowadays I've got a kid and a family, and it's much harder to find the time to do game jams. But previously, like 2 or 3 years ago, I did quite a few of them.
I really appreciate developers who take part in game jams, because I think that, especially now in this community, there is so much fear of failure. So many developers don't start making games because they fear they will fail, or they fear that they're not good enough. And I think that games jams are amazing because they remove that. You make something in a couple of days or a week maybe. It basically removes the fear of failure, because you see your stuff and you see how it compares to all other games. And you see what people can achieve in 2 days.
I went up to Dundee with Alan Zucconi, and we decided to make a game across 40 hours with some students up there about jumping. Alan had the idea to take mobile phones and use them as the input control for games, but not by pressing on the screens, but by using the accelerometers in them. And so we strapped mobile phones onto our arms and made a game about jumping, like really actually properly physically jumping. And that was an incredible experience. I first found the Loading Bar when it was actually in Soho, in the centre of London. And Jimmy had just started it up. And just the concept of having a bar pretty much built around the concept of computer games and people playing games together was amazing. I think it's a wonderful space to have, and now there's the co-working. So there's lots of people work from here, so because making indie games can be a very solitary existence, having the opportunity to come and work with people in like a friendly environment, and you can show your work and they can show their work and everyone can exchange ideas, it's brilliant. Like, it certainly made my games better having this facility available.
I'm the founder of Altered Gene, and just from here in London. So Altered Gene's a micro studio, there's only 3 of us. Predominantly make mobile games. We're quite story focused, so I always come up with a story first, and then I kind of sort of like attach that to a genre that would fit. I spend sort of like 4 or 5 months like coming up with a game idea and mechanics, and then just spend the rest of the time polishing, and like being able to get a game from your laptop to a store like that people could buy, like it's awesome.
I'm from London and I'm a programmer and game developer. So I think the game I'm probably most proud of is one of my first games, which was a puzzle game called Captillo for mobile phones for Android. Although it was quite a simple game, it taught me a lot about finishing a project, working all the way from a prototype up to releasing it and trying to market it. Sometimes I work on my own. I definitely sometimes run up against the limits of my artistic abilities. It is hard, and I don't think there's a solution really. I think you really have to try and, as much as possible, to work with other people. From time to time, I work in the loading bar. I think what I like about coming here is it's a really welcoming atmosphere. There's always some people around to bounce ideas off of and get advice from. You know, it's also free, which is massively helpful. A lot of co-working spaces, especially in London, you'll have to pay £200 or £300 a month. So to have somewhere that's free, that has really great people to help you and to talk to is great.